Hey guys, so last night I got to stay in this incredible cliffside tiny house out here on Lookout Mountain, Georgia. We are literally cliffside with these incredible views of the valley down below, and this place is absolutely unreal and I cannot wait to show you guys. So let's go check it out. Hey guys, welcome to Live a Little Chat. It's this beautiful property right on the cliff of Lookout Mountain. We have 4 tiny house rentals and we have incredible 180-degree sweeping views of the surrounding valley, of the mountains. It's an absolutely incredible view. Definitely one of the most amazing views that I've ever witnessed at a tiny house stay, and definitely up there with other places that I've been fortunate enough to travel to. But really excited to show you around this little property and hopefully inspire you to come out here. A really great spot if you're in the area, and highly recommend it. So let's show you around. So before I show you the inside of the property, I have to show you the view of this place. On this side we have a little hot tub that's basically right at the edge of the cliff. We have this valley down there. Right now it's absolutely gorgeous. We have all this fog down here and you can't even see, there's a little town down there called Trenton, which is probably the closest little town to go get food, to go get snacks, whatever you guys need, gas, but you can't even see it right now. It's completely covered by that fog. And then on this side we have the tiny houses. On that side we have the Oslo tiny house, which is the newest tiny house that is being finished up. And then we have a tiny house on wheels back there. And then we have this tiny house on wheels, which is the old blue chair, which is the one that I stayed in last night. I love this little house. It probably has the best spot on this property, basically giving you sweeping views from all of the loft windows, and especially that little Dutch door, which is probably my favorite feature of the house. And then on this side we have the Wandering Gypsy tiny house, which was the original, the OG tiny house here at Live a Little Chat. And like I said, this is probably no more than a half-acre lot. We have the parking lot in the front, and then this is basically it right here. All right, now let's show you the inside. All right guys, so welcome to the inside of the old blue chair tiny house on wheels out here at Live a Chat. So like I said earlier, this tiny house definitely has the best positioning on this little property and the best 180-degree view of the valley down there. When it comes to picking one of the 4 tiny houses, I'd probably say go with either the old blue chair or the Oslo if they're available, though there's really no bad experience here, and you're really coming for this incredible view that you're not going to find in a lot of places. So without further ado, let me show you around the old blue chair. So when you first walk up to the old blue chair, the first thing you'll notice is that the front door is partitioned in the middle. Now if you've never seen this before, this is what we call a Dutch door, which essentially means that you can basically unlatch the top part and swing this open, and it essentially almost turns your front door into this big picture window. In this case, the old blue chair has a perfect direct view of the valley, so this makes for a really great little viewing point. I basically left this Dutch door open the entire time that I was here, with the exception of after sunset when it started getting pretty chilly up here. And interestingly, I don't know why I did this, but you can actually do the opposite. You can actually close the top half and open the bottom half. I don't know what purpose that would serve if this place was dog friendly, which it's not, so that's something to note. If you guys usually bring your furry friends along, then this place is probably not gonna be the best place for you. And that's particularly because we are right on that cliffside, so it's not necessarily the safest place for kids or dogs. So definitely treat this more like a getaway retreat with your loved ones, and I think you guys are gonna have a really great time here. But when you walk into the old Blue Chair house, the first thing you'll notice is the little living area. So we have a futon which folds down. You could sleep a person or two down there if you'd prefer to sleep on the ground level instead of the lofts. On the left-hand side, we have this built-in stairs that lead you up to the bigger of the two lofts. But I will say the ceiling is pretty low, so if you get a little bit claustrophobic, then you have the option to sleep down here. Directly below the stairs is probably the coziest spot in this little tiny house, and it's this little reading nook that unfortunately I didn't get a chance to use or really try out because, like I said, I spent most of my time outside on that deck, drinking wine out there, drinking my morning cup of coffee, sitting out on that little bench for two people out there, really just taking in the view. So I didn't get to enjoy this little nook as much as I would have liked to, but it's a cozy reading nook essentially, and they have some books there. They have the Harry Potter books. They have some board games, cards, things like that. If you come with someone else, then it'll give you some things to do. Directly in front of that little nook, we have a dining table for two. Now on that far left-hand side of the tiny house, we have the kitchen. It's a U-shaped kitchen, and it's actually really nice. I think it's probably the nicest part of this tiny house. On the right-hand side, we have a 4-burner propane cooktop, range with a built-in oven. They even have a kettle if you want to make some tea or some coffee. Moving on, we have the rest of the countertop. I believe it's a quartz countertop. They have these baby blue cabinets, the nice contrasting colors. Then on top of the countertop, we have a microwave, a coffee machine. They also sell their own beans here that are locally roasted, and you guys are able to, I think you're actually able to purchase them in small, like 2-ounce bags or even 7-ounce bags. And they also have a hand grinder, so if you guys want to get some local beans and grind your own beans and have some freshly ground coffee. They don't have a pour over, but they do have a coffee machine, so it's really up to you, but they have that option to do that here. They have a wooden bar top on the left-hand side, which you could use as a desk, or you could use as extra prep space, or you could even eat there if you'd like. They have a nice window there giving you views of the surrounding property and the valley. And then just beyond that, on the left-hand side, we have an apartment-sized fridge. And moving on to this side of the tiny house, we have the bathroom. We have this beautiful restored or reclaimed barn door. When you walk in, on the left-hand side, we have a small little vanity with a little bit of storage underneath. We have a flushing toilet, and we have a nice 4-foot shower, which is pretty standard in any tiny house. It's actually a little bit bigger than my shower, so it's definitely a very nice, comfortable shower with plenty of hot water. And then lastly, inside this little tiny house, we have the 2nd bedroom loft up here. Now, I didn't actually even go up here myself. I slept in the bigger loft, but I believe there's a twin-size bed up there. But that is pretty much it inside the old Blue Chair tiny house. The biggest highlight of this property is really spending time outside, really taking in this incredible view that we have the opportunity to witness at a place like this. This place is unreal, really. I don't think this video is gonna do it much justice, but you guys definitely have to come check out this place for yourself. I will leave the links to the Airbnb listings below. But other than that, I hope you enjoyed that tour of the Live a Little Chat property out here on Lookout Mountain in Georgia. Like I said, we're only about 30 minutes away from Chattanooga, so if you're in the area, or even if you're in Atlanta, it's a pretty quick drive, and I would highly recommend coming out here for at least a night or two. Shoot for 2 nights, because 1 night will definitely leave you wanting more of this view. And as always, guys, if you enjoyed this tiny house tour, I would greatly appreciate it if you left this video a thumbs up down below, and consider subscribing to the channel so that we can continue connecting with more people that would be interested in these tiny house tours, as well as connect you to other tiny house creators. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your week, and I will see you in the next one.